Also, these people, yeah, they've got their education up because they've just been educated.
That's absolutely correct. And what we're going to do is put some like education boards around as well. That'll help.
Yeah, as we would.
Help. And
Have
look
you
like
got
this.
anything in mind for what our next animals should be?
Well, I was thinking once I put these up for people to look at, we can have a look.
Are these not specific to animals? These are like...
So this is better, I think. So these are conservation and information boards. So it talks about stuff like the amphibian crisis, exotic animal trade, bee decline.
Okay.
So it teaches people about like actual conservation issues, not directly about the animal, which I think is pretty good.
Okay.
I like it.
It is a good thing to have.
Like deforestation, look.
Just another option to play with. Yeah.
See, isn't it good? And I always put them in like little chunks like this so people can come and read them. Or I'll tell you
like
what,
they are in a real zoo.
Information kiosk will. Oh, there we go. Ta-da!
Cassowary is fully researched.
So now we know everything about cassowaries that there is to know about.
Do you tend to just research the diseases once the disease hits?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do that. Yeah.
Because I feel like
that's
not the safest
pit,
way to do it.
By the way.
Okay.
A forage pit.
So they go in there to look for food.
Yeah.
And there's like treats hidden in there, presumably.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And they love it. Tapirs love it. And for things like, there's a type of pig that you can get. Oh, what's he called? Oh, it's a type of pig anyway, and it's really cute. And it loves the like mud pit version. And it just rolls around in the mud pit. It's so good. But yeah.
So we're incredibly poor, I'm noticing.
Yes, that is correct. It's because we've been building stuff.
But we are now 2-star zoo, though.
And look, we can fast forward as well. So we can kind of wait a bit and we can look at animals that are coming in and out. The problem is, on the animal trading, they're timed. So it's not like you could be like, oh, I'll just wait for money to go up and I'll get that exact sea lion, Henry.
Yeah.
Because you can't, unfortunately. But that's what would happen in real life.
You need to know what I'm getting. So. Yeah. Okay.
There are lots of the giant otter. I haven't actually made one of them yet because they like to live in family groups, don't they? Like we all know that. So if there's only
and I'm assuming that because the credits are free and money is for building the zoo and guest stuff, using your credits early on especially is going to be better because it's free, basically.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, but you can't. They're hard to accumulate early on because you haven't got the animals that accumulate them. If that makes sense. Like, say if we release, like, if you had llamas and you released a llama to the wild, you get like 10 points.
Yeah.
So it's is hard to like.
So what ways do you get them? Like, what is it that increases your credits?
I think it's obviously from releasing stuff to the wild, breeding, you get points, and like educating people on conservation as well.
So really, early on, it's about breeding and educating, and then as you start to get more and more species, you can start to release more and more.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right. Well, I don't think there's a lot we can do more than we are doing in that sense now.
No, not really.
Because we've got the education boards of different kinds. We've got the educator man with the stand.
Yeah.
The zoo, the actual exhibit's as educational as it can be because it's got every little thing that they could have.
Yeah. So we can have a look at what the inspector thought last time.
All right.
So we can look at So there we go.
I already see 4-star. That's good. That's promising.
Cleanliness.
He wasn't impressed with our education.
That's the thing. It's always low from the beginning because you just haven't got the facilities. But
there's only so much you could teach people when you've got one. Yeah.
Exactly. And the
cassowary's good.
Their exhibit is 5 out of 5. So that's what I said. About making sure you have all of the enrichment stuff, a variety of like plants and things like that. All of those things are gonna make the inspector go, "Wow, that's amazing." Which they have.
And is that like a running total, or is that he actually comes every 12 months and then you see how it, like a snapshot?
That's right. Yes, he comes every 12 months.
Right.
So you'll see as your zoo evolves. But there, look, we just had the staff can't find available staff room space. Like we can't afford a staff room now. They're $4,000. He's just gonna have to wait.
How much are they? Oh, really? Yeah. We literally can't.
This is the issue as well. So that's shut now because we haven't got enough.
We've got like 6 staff. Okay.
That you have to buy.
Oh, that's it. That guy was jumping between his 2 shops. Okay. Well, yeah. Again, it's like you should have to really.
Hi.
Oh yeah. Sorry, woman. making you jump between two shops to sell it for people.
He
Well, that
loves
was
work.
probably cost us half. He does, doesn't he?
Oh,
Dyed
he
his
loves it.
beard orange to match his gulpy. He loves it.
I wonder what flavour he's going to get.
He actually is the colour of a gulpy. Look at him. He matches the background.
He's like, hello.
He's got 5 flavours, but only 2. I've got 5 flavours. 3 of them are lemon, and 2 of them are orange. What do you want?
Notice, he never uses any of them. He just gets a can from over here.
Oh yeah, they're there for display purposes.
Yeah, it's just a can.
What were you preparing, sir? You just pulled 1 can.
And you'd think,
I mean, we'll surely get more money now though, because he's selling this, so we're doing both at once. Yeah, okay.
You would think as well.
It's already going up.
They do vending machines as well, and you'd think, oh, I could save some money on paying staff if I used a vending machine instead. Guess what? They don't work. Every single time I've bought one, they have malfunctioned within about 2 months, and then you fix them, and then somebody vandalizes them.
Yeah.
So I really would not bother wasting your time.
I was going to say, it does feel like that stuff would have to happen, because otherwise why would you ever have an actual shop when, from a
just make
a park runner point of view, why would a machine ever be worse? It would just be infinitely better.
The other thing you should always get is security cameras, because they're also fun because you can look down them.
Oh, okay.
It's cool, right? So let's put one here, for example, so it can watch the shops. So we know that the shops are going to be safe. So you click on it, and then you can go in, view, enter camera, look. And I can zoom in.
That's so good.
What do you think of that?
That's the best. I love that.
And the more cameras you have, you can jump between them down here. So you can go between every camera and look.
It reminds me of a thing. Have you ever seen... I can't remember the name of the game. Somebody watching this will have heard of it. There used to be a horror game where it was designed like a camp. You know, like a park, a park for kids. You know, like a summer camp thing.
Yeah.
And it was a management sim, and you run the camp. But then at a certain point, it becomes Friday the 13th. And you have to be a character in the camp you built and escape, effectively, Jason.
Ah, and you're looking down at the cameras?
No, you're running around in your own camp. But it's like, here, design the map as if you're making a thing for profit. And now, completely different type of game in the place you built.
Ah.
Like, it's the only thing I've ever heard of.
I get you.
Yeah. That, like, this is kind of like, okay, you can't do anything here, it's just the camera, but it's like, okay, play security man.
Yeah.
Play this security game in the camp you've built.
Do you know what?
Such a cool concept.
You know what's even great, right? So say we were looking down our camera and we saw someone doing something like wrong. Or, this is I swear, no word of a lie, I clicked on people just to see what they're thinking. You know, to try and think, there's not enough bins or whatever, just to see. Someone literally put, I'm going to steal from this man. I'm not joking. He was literally thinking about pickpocketing this guy in front of him. And it gave me the option to call security on him. And security come and throw him out of the park. How cool is that?
That is good.
That is the best thing I've ever done.
Because remember, there used to be the option in Zoo Tycoon 2 to be the zookeeper and go in and clean stuff up.
Yeah.
But that's just like a little side thing, and I agree. I don't think it should be in, because it means you can just avoid paying zookeepers. Well, you're the manager here, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
that is true.
But I love the idea of a game that just switches genre mid, and everything that you've done in the first half, you then have to deal with in the next half of the game.
Yeah.
Imagine if you, what's the game you play? House Flipper.
House Flipper, yeah.
And there's also Viscera Cleanup Detail, which is basically going to a scene from, you know what Shadow Warrior is, where you're like a ninja guy with a samurai sword. You fight off a bunch of enemies, and you can slice them up and send limbs flying. It's properly
Bloody
brutal.
hell.
And Viscera Cleanup Detail is a little game that makes you walk through one of those levels after everything's happened with no other players and just clean up the mess that was made. It's imagine make this park and then
Go and empty the bins.
There's now a challenge. There's now a challenge mod of you're now a cleaner. Keep this park clean for this amount of time. And because then you can go out afterwards and say, "Oh, I found it really hard to get there," or there was always like rubbish here and here, and I should put bins there. Just like an
Oh
extra
yeah.
thing. That would be cool.
Oh,
And you could do it with all of them.
do you remember in Zoo Tycoon where it was like, don't get any like litter or don't get any vandalism for a month? As like a
Yeah,
challenge, you'd be like, yeah, but I can't control that.
I
That
can't
isn't
control that. Yeah,
that isn't my zoo being bad. That's bad people being in my zoo. That's not my fault. I always thought that was harsh.
someone's let off a stink bomb in your.
Why? Why have they
Where
done
do they get
that?
stink bombs?
Little
Why?
ant, floaty ant man. Why have they done this? And he was always so like, oh, I feel really sorry for you. Someone's let a stink bomb off. You're gonna have to deal with it,
Theme
aren't
Park
you?
World. Theme
Theme
Park
park.
World was the best.
It was good, like I mean that
What a
was the
game that was.
like precursor to Planet Coaster. Making those
It
sort of
was.
things. That was good. I'm not as
That was
good
my favorite.
at
Like
oh, Inspectors at the
Roller
Zoo.
Coaster Tycoon was the original, but like yeah, Theme Park World was a really good one on the
Like
PS2.
I'm not as good at Planet
Hmm.
Coaster as I am at Planet Zoo though, just because I can't seem to make a roller coaster that doesn't make everyone sick.
I was
Like
gonna
I
say, I
just
remember
cannot
there
do
used to
it.
be a rating for it in Theme Park World that was "I'm feeling sick," and I got it once, and then I could never figure out how to get it again, and I made him spin round and everything. Couldn't do it.
Honestly, I just I can't get it how I want it. Like it's always, oh, this is too slow. This is too sickly. Like, just shut up.
I remember there was one. I can't. I don't think it was either of these. I think it was an old Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that, where I made one and I tried to make the actual euthanasia coaster. Like, have you heard of that before? The
No.
thing in, I think it's in Saudi Arabia or something. They made that, or they designed that it's you go down like a big ramp and then you do 7 flips in a row
Oh
at
God.
like increasingly tight angles. So the pressure it puts on you, it actually kills you.
Why would they have that?
It's that's it, euthanasia. It's about dying, but
No way.
It's because it doesn't hurt at all. It's you just like slowly
You just
pass.
die.
Yeah, it's like you're on the roller coaster and you just slowly lose consciousness until you die at the end.
That is
When I
baffling.
thought
Why
I'm
would
going to
that?
try and make that, and I did. I made it almost the same as it was, and the result it got was that was quite boring. I'm like, it literally kills people, and you're walking away going, that could have been more fun.
I fell asleep during that ride. What?
Mm.
What? No,
You're
you
not supposed to
didn't.
wake up. No, you didn't. That was a disappointment, was it? It kills people. You survived, and
I.
stupid game.
It's a stupid game.
I wanted you to literally die.
He did, Scott. Of
You did.
boredom.
I wish I had. Oh, shut up. Roller coaster reviewer
Some
thinks
of
he's so good.
Look, everyone thinks the zoo is great, even though there's one animal, because I'm waiting for the dollar to catch up.
I was going to say, incidentally, in that with the loan thing, how much do you have to pay back, and at what rate to take out a loan?
Oh, we've done it.
No, oh that, yeah. I think I'm happy with that, but
Oh, 5% interest on like a
only
20.
20,000.
Yeah. 10% on a 5, 10% on a 50. I've never taken out a loan on it though.
So 10% on a 50 would be an extra 5, 10% on a 5 would be 500, and 5% on the 20 would be 1,000. So you actually get like 15 grand more, and I have to pay back 500 more for the 20 than the 5. Because I've just thought
Right.
if we pay it back, if we can afford to pay it back, it would be better for us right now to take out the loan, build another like 2 animals,
And then wait for the money.
and because then the money will go up quicker.
All right then, which one do you want to do?
Well, I don't know if it's worth it. I was going to ask you, but
I've
what
never, I've,
animals can we get?
I've never taken out a loan, in all honesty. I've never really needed to. I just kind of,
Right. You
you
just
know,
wait.
I just
Yeah.
wait and like look at what people are doing and stuff like that, usually.
I just
But
think just because it's a feature and we've got like stuff. I'm thinking here credits. There were two tigers there, weren't there? Can we get them?
tigers, are you crazy?
That's a
400.
Bengal tiger.
Yeah, but look, that's
Oh,
all of our
400 something.
credits.
Yeah. I thought there were two tigers, sorry.
There weren't.
Can you
An
filter it
albino
so.
badger.
Oh, is that good? There's only female badgers. I was
Can
going
I?
to say, if you want to spend the credits and then we'll just spend the money making exhibits and shops and
Well,
things.
we've only got 542 credits.
Well, there's some of these that are like 62, like that penguin.
Yeah, but there's no other
I
penguins.
know I'm not saying that penguin. I'm saying that's the
Give me that.
principle.
Give me that penguin. Let's have a look.
Although that red panda on its own would probably be worth it. Although it is getting old.
Do you see? These are all the things you have to take into account now. Like,
Snow leopard? That's quite old.
not that old. Not that old.
How long do they live?
Like 15 years, isn't it?
How old was it?
10.
I want a baby one.
You can't buy babies, annoyingly.
Not literally, but like. I mean, if we take out the loan, we could just buy the animals
I
instead.
mean, really, 500 quid for a gazelle is fine.
Because I'm thinking
84
something
for a
really
beaver.
exciting. Something really exciting that brings people in.
What about an alpine ibex? They're not the most exciting
Oh, is
thing ever,
that
are they?
exciting? Would that bring people in? Sort the list by excitedness.
Uh,
It's the third one along, I think. Fourth one. Yeah, that's the one.
that's appeal.
Yeah, let's do it like that.
Oh, it's already in appeal. Oh, there, now it's in
There you go.
appeal.
All right. So
Oh,
what's highest?
the badgers.
Really?
No, because that's not right. Because look,
You haven't it looks like it's still sorted by name. Go on to that.
that's appeal now, right?
Yeah,
Oh, it's like
I
ups.
think.
No, it's not. What the hell is happening here? Oh, there.
There,
I
that's
did
what
it.
I wanted.
I did it. So is that the top? Oh, right. So top we've got
Scroll
the
to the top.
otter. The problem is though, the otter's only 58.
You're halfway down the
but-
list, though.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
So a
Oh,
giant
look.
panda can't quite afford them.
No, we can't.
Grey seal, giraffe, snow leopard.
These are all,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. The giant otter is good, but they need to live in like groups, so he's going to be just depressed, and that won't help us at all, will it?
So
With
that's
like,
not really an option.
no.
You need
Oh, there's a
something
girl
like.
one, a girl one, and another girl one. We could have two girl ones.
Are they happy in a pair?
I would have thought so. Should we go for that?
I would have thought so.
Because
Sure, let's go on.
let's
Let's
do
go
it.
on. Why not? Yeah.
Done it. Because if we get a boy
Sorry
later
to everyone
on,
in the audience who knows this is a dreadful,
I know,
dreadful
yeah.
mistake. Go
But
on.
in fairness, I've never had them before either, so it'll be a nice like see what they're
It's
like
an
and
interesting
stuff.
thing for us. Let's see how this goes. All right,
And
snow
if
Snow otters. That's right. Snow otters.
if it goes wrong as well though, like if they don't like it, we have the exhibit then, and we can just get a boy.
That's true. We
So
can do whatever we
it's
need.
not
Yeah.
horrific.